It's Friday, and that means it's 7:02 Unplugged. Azania's on Twitter.
At Azania_.
It's 24 minutes to 3 o'clock. I urge you to go onto 702's Facebook page because we're about to get into the performance from Elvis Blue as part of 702 Unplugged today. Literally logging in on my phone as well because I want to see what you see. And I want to see all the comments that you leave with your favorite songs being played by some of our finest artists. Well, this afternoon we have a summer winner, a number of summers, a number of other awards, in fact, 3 platinum, 2 gold-selling albums, and he's got a long list of massive radio hits. Elvis Blue is here.
Can't you come with me, like, to all my shows?
Can I be your hype man and open for you?
But then you just talk beforehand.
And then you just come in with the music.
It'll be so nice.
I would take that any day, any
I think
day.
my Kalula bill is going to be too high, but it would be nice, you know.
I don't come cheap.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
And congratulations on the latest album.
Thank you so much. I always listen to your show.
Oh.
And so, you know, it's like
listeners.
A few years ago, I got to be on 7 Alon and do a performance on there.
Yeah.
And, you know, it didn't matter what else I did before 7 Alon. On that day, my mom thought, okay, you made it.
Because you were here. Oh, we spoke.
Yeah, I was on 7 Alon. But now this for me is like that. Because I always listen to the show and I've always thought, it would be so nice. When can I be on Friday afternoon? You know, and how can I get onto the show? And then I listen to the other guys. And so it's very nice. Thank you very much for having me.
Wow, it's nice to know that there's a coveted feature.
Yeah, people are listening to you. People are listening to you.
Yeah. No, congratulations on Stories.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's not very old. It's new.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit different to the previous stuff I've done. Most of my albums previously they've always been either English or Afrikaans. Mm-hmm. But because I write in both English and Afrikaans, I thought I'd mix. But now I didn't write all the songs on this album. The first 10 songs, it's like a concept album of my favorite songs growing up.
Yeah, that's the thing. You decided to do all the
Lady
songs
in
you
Red,
love.
like Lady in Red and Living Years from Mike and the Mechanics and To Be With You from Mr. Big and some Cat Stevens. And I've never done something like that, but I've always wanted to record an album like that. Since I was young, I wanted to sing those songs.
Yes.
So this is the sixth Elvis Blue album, and I thought the time is now, man.
Yes.
And so we went into studio and we recorded it, and I'm just so chuffed with the way it came out.
Sure. And you're known for telling stories. So when I saw the title, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, so in the performance, I'm sure, are you in between? Are you telling us where you were when Lady in Red was playing, when you fell in love?
Actually, on the album. I'm telling the stories on the album as well. So in between the songs, telling the stories of why the songs are important. You know, what I really love about music is when you listen to something you listened to when you were in matric. Even though you might be 40 years old, it takes you right back.
Yeah.
I mean, you turn up the radio and you are standing there at the dance and you are much taller than that guy. Or I don't know.
Where were you when you fell in love with In the Living Years?
Yes, Living Years. I was 6 years old when my dad called me to come sit with him in the car. And he turned the song up and it started playing. And by the end of the song, my dad started crying in that song. Now, you know, when
how did you feel as a 6-year-old seeing your dad?
You're confused, but you know this. I didn't understand why, but you know it must be a big deal. I mean, what is the song? And subsequently, I've listened to the song so many times, and I've gotten to know my dad better and know that his relationship with his dad wasn't so great. And his dad had passed away a few years before that, and that's obviously why the song had such a big impact on him. But I'll never forget sitting in the car with my dad and him, the profound effect a song had on him and also on me. So that's why I recorded that song. I'll never forget that song.
Oh, that is such a beautiful sentiment, a great story. You're going to bring me to tears.
Don't cry.
Yeah, don't cry. No, I'm not going to. But you're a dad yourself.
Yes.
And how's that going?
Oh, man, I'm so lucky, eh?
Yeah.
I didn't do much. I hardly did anything, to be honest. Okay, anyway. But I've got...
You're happy to take all the praise, though, and the joys.
I hardly did anything, and I've got these 2 little girls. The one is 5 and the other one is 8. And I'm just really lucky because they're really beautiful. Yeah.
You have quite a responsibility.
I've got quite a responsibility.
That's what always hits me with parenting. Is like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And when I was young,
when I
was young, I thought I'm going to be so great. But every day I realize I'm so bad.
Don't know what we're doing.
I'm so bad.
Like, we don't know what on earth we are doing. Can we have a manual?
If only they knew what was going on in my mind.
Yes.
I'm like petrified.
Yeah.
They're just looking at me. But it's a great adventure.
It is. It is. They're like little experiments that we get to do, that we get to have with them, and just hope that at the end the experiment works.
Yeah.
Right. That it works. So what is your beef with Valentine's Day? What is your beef? Anyone who's your fan will know.
Oh, man.
That you have beef with Valentine's Day.
I've got serious beef
What
with
did
Valentine's
the day
Day.
ever do to you?
Do you know what? When now I've got these two little girls.
Yeah.
And the first day my eldest went to grade 1, the first Valentine's Day, that's when it all started for me.
Yeah.
You know, because now 3 days before or a week before Valentine's Day, there's this massive build-up. And just dropping off my little girl at school, knowing that, you know, she can really get hurt because of a stupid day. She's only 6 years old. Because someone wants to sell something. I'm sounding like such a Scrooge, but you know, I think it was just that thing. And I just wrote on my Facebook a thing about it. And I think someone wants to sell something to my kids on Valentine's Day, and it might just break their hearts because they might get nothing.
They might not get anything. I do remember in school as well, I went to a girls' school, and on Valentine's Day, the boys from the boys' school, the prefects would come to our school, and our prefects would go to their
boys,
school.
You know, they see girls once a year. There they are.
You know, so they come into the classrooms.
There they are now.
And then
salivating.
They have a couple of roses or a couple of gifts. And
it's
literally,
like The Bachelor.
Yeah, and then they'd read, if your name is not there, you're just like,
no, and it's got a big effect on you.
It does.
When you're that age, man.
And you spend the whole day just sulking that you didn't get anything.
What the worst thing is? I can give them roses and chocolates and cups with their name, but I am not the one they want stuff from. And maybe they're not going to get anything, and just as a dad, it breaks my heart. And also, I just know why it's there. Because it's not there for true love or anything. It's just there so that someone can sell and make
Start
money.
a movement, Elvis. I'll back you up. Let's scrap it in schools. They must do away with it in schools, I swear.
Oh, man.
But you're big-hearted. You're so big-hearted.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Because who can forget that unselfish act, that famous act, when you gave half your winnings to Loiqele at the end of Idols, which year was
2010.
it? Was it 2010? It's 8 years ago. Woo!
Crazy,
Time flies.
Crazy.
But also at your shows, you have this cookie jar.
That's lucky.
Yeah. So
the
people can just leave their coins, leave their change in there, and it goes to a great cause.
I just realized that, you know, at a show, you're sitting there enjoying music with your friends. Something happens, you know, in the air when people play music. When you go to a concert and it's a good one, it's like a great sense of community.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost sometimes, it feels like church when it's really good. You know, people might be dancing, and that is a great opportunity.
There's upliftment.
There's upliftment.
Yes.
There's something that happens. So it's a great opportunity when like-minded people get into a room to do something great. And every week I get hundreds of emails saying, hey man, we're doing this project or we're doing that project. And it breaks me because I can only do so many things.
Yeah.
You know, so we started with this thing called the cookie jar by actually just taking a cookie jar to a show. And I'm just off stage, tell people about good organizations. So I do a little bit of inspection. I make sure someone is not buying a Mercedes. And basically, people can contribute if they like. If they don't want to, I just tell them about a project. They put some money in the cookie jar, and the following morning, the money goes straight to the bank.
Yes.
And it's really, really simple. And it's really great.
Feel good. Simple and feel good.
Yeah.
We love that big heart of yours. So you've prepared 3 songs for our 702 listeners.
Yeah.
The Tide.
The Tide, man.
That's the first story.
Sometimes you're just pushing up against it and it wants to throw you right back, but you need to keep going.
You need to keep going.
Pushing up against the tide.
Yeah. And then Lights Out.
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Yes.
Yes. And then Shine is the last one.
Absolutely.
Okay, fantastic. So they're watching, eagerly waiting. I often get told, stop that talking, get to the music.
Let's play.
It's Friday, and that means it's 702 Unplugged.
right, Azza. In Afrikaans, there's this word, vasbyt. You know that word? So I wrote this song about vasbyt, perseverance. I've been out walking on my own, pushing up against the tide, taking a look deep inside. I felt the things this life can do, felt it rip me into two, destroy the things I wanna do. Oh, let me make it to the other side, make it to the other side. I don't wanna hear you tell me no, tell me that I'm not good enough, with reasons why I shouldn't go. I've changed the pictures in my mind, they let me hear what's deep inside, but I'm still up against the tide. Oh, let me make it to the other side, make it to the other side. I made up my mind, even if I fail, lekker.
702 Unplugged.
And I was just switching up the guitars, but thank you for all the comments. Please keep them coming on the Facebook page. Connor Brown says, so good at Elvis Blue. What a legend. And then Joanna Lawrenson says, love him. So here he is, ready with the next one, Lighthouse.
No, I'm going to go for Shine now.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Do your
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Do your thing.
I'm sorry. No, let's go for this one.
Sure.
This one's for the dreamers, all the believers. Lift your eyes to the rising sun. Sometimes we have to start again. Do you have to start again? Wake up and you're on your own, walking a lonely road. Nothing seems to be going right. You know you never give up the fight. Oh, don't give up the fight. I say, hey, if you've ever tried and failed, if you've ever lost your way, the sun will shine again. Oh, hey, if you're standing all alone, you're sinking like a stone, the sun will shine again. Let me hear
life again. Why not let the colors in? We all have a story, and don't you dare give up before it's told. Oh, just open up your soul. Open up your soul. Open up your soul. I say, if you've ever tried and failed, if you've ever lost your way, the sun will shine again. Oh, hey, if you're standing all alone, if you're sinking like a stone, the sun will shine again.
Oh, something's happening on our Facebook page. People just keep saying, please do In the Living Years next, from Pam to Kona to Razine. So since you mentioned that song,
Shall we do that one?
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give it a go. Here we go.
Yay!
All right.
Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know I've been a prisoner to what my father held so dear. I know I've been a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Oh, crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thought, stilted conversations. I'm afraid that's all we've got. You say you just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present sense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense. Say it loud, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late when we die to admit we don't see eye to eye. So we open up a quarrel between the present and the past. We only sacrifice the future, but it's the bitterness that lasts. So don't yield to the fortunes you sometimes see as fate. You may have a new perspective on a different day, but if you don't give up and don't give in, it may just be okay. Say it loud, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late don't see eye to eye. Oh, I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away. I didn't get to tell him everything I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I think I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. Just wish I could have told him in the living years.
Yes. So close to tears. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Aren't you glad you did that song?
Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you very much. It's a great song.
I thank everyone watching on Facebook and just like
Thanks for the
being so
request.
determined. Yes, so determined. That's the album to get. It's entitled Stories and it's by Elvis Blue, where he does some of his favorite songs, some of his all-time favorite songs, and he puts his touch on them. You've been a star. Thank you so much.